So today I've got an angry rant. I was driving around this morning in the snow that has been falling for the last couple days, and about a storm that we knew was coming for weeks. Right? We knew this Arctic front was going to come in through the Tri-Cities, and so we prepared ourselves by sprinkling salt on the road and de-icer and whatnot. But here it is, Saturday morning, and we still have like literally drifts of snow that haven't even been plowed once yet. And it's been 48 hours, and I'm out there driving around thinking, wow, where are the snow plows? Where's the city? Why aren't we plowing the roads like we usually do? And so I'm driving around, and I finally see a plow crew out there, and they're all standing around outside, standing around, and they're right there on Meadow Line and Arthur Street. And they just got done plowing Meadow Line, and they're standing around. And so I ended up rolling down the window and asked them, hey, do you guys work for the city? They're like, yeah, well, we still do. And of course, this guy's he's probably weighs about 400 pounds, and he's well fed and takes lots of breaks, and he doesn't know a damn thing about working hard. And I asked him, I said, well, so why aren't you guys plowing? He's like, well, we're having a meeting about where we want to go next. And I'm like thinking to myself, okay, so there's four guys, you got four trucks, and you're all standing around on the street while Arthur Street has never been touched. And Arthur Street has probably thousands of people that live along that road that need access to that street. Okay, and these clowns are standing around wondering where to go next. Okay, so I mean, I have noticed that this country has lost the masculinity. Okay, we have basically attacked masculinity so much in this country that we can't even figure out how to plow roads anymore. I mean, we had snowstorms the last couple years that were pretty big. You'd think these guys would have had some practice to know how to deal with a snowstorm. I've been here for 40 years? Damn near 50 years. And I have never, ever seen such lack in ability. This generation has come up to the point now where they're actually taking over. All the World War II generation are pretty much dead and gone. And the people that were like me, who happened to be taught by that generation, who skipped my parents' generation, and I was actually taught by my grandparents' generation on what work is and what getting it done is and how to think, instead of having someone else tell you how to do your job and how to think for yourself. Okay, and it's prevalent. I mean, it is widespread. It isn't just our city, snow crew. It's in all of these businesses. I can see it at the fast food restaurants where these kids have minds full of mush. And yeah, it's a first-time job. But the thing is, in my day, when I was working at fast food as a kid, the kids had energy. The kids had respect for leadership and also had the desire to work hard. Today, if you come down on someone now to work hard, it's an offense. You can't do that. But anyway, I'm getting on a tangent. I just feel like ranting because this is what this country has turned into. Okay, the mentality of what made this country great is gone. Okay, it is gone. We no longer have the type of person or type of people it takes to make this country maintain greatness. Okay, Trump was never going to give us greatness again. Okay, because this generation is crap. Okay, we don't know how to work. We always sit around and blame somebody else for our mistakes and for what we don't do. Okay, so I pull into this apartment complex, right? There's snow piled up everywhere. It looks like no one has ever used a shovel before in their life. This apartment complex, it was the letter K, and it was way in the back and in the middle, and it was completely buried. And these poor people ordered some food so I could deliver it to them because they were snowed in. And you know what? I actually had to shut down one of the apps because you know what the requests were? The requests were from picking up alcohol from Walmart. Yes, alcohol. I have had 5 or 6 requests, all back to back, asking me to go to Walmart to deliver alcohol to these losers that are snowed in their apartments or their houses. I mean, It's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Because no one there either doesn't have a shovel or doesn't care to help out. They're just going to stay in there and get snowed in because no one there has any work ethic whatsoever. Oh, why should I do it? I don't own these apartments. That's not my job. And that's what's going on in this country. It is everywhere. I had to deal with it for 10 years working for a giant corporation where basically they rewarded everyone equally. And the guy that worked harder than everyone else, well, he got to sit there and watch the guy who didn't work as hard get his rewarded just as well as he did and have to pick up that guy's slack. Okay? And now it's gotten to the point where there's very few men left in this country. Very few people who are actually able to go out there and get it done because we're all too wimpy and weak. The only thing I can think of, what I wanted to ask those guys that worked for the city is, do you think there's COVID in the snow? Do you think you might get the coof? Do you think you might catch the COVID? Is that why you guys are being all slow and scared? No, because they didn't have their masks on, which I was happy to see that. I was glad to see that they didn't have their masks on and they were together as a group working for the city. So that was refreshing to see. But regardless, it doesn't change the fact that that the people in this country have destroyed what it is to be a man and to go out there and get it done. And I say masculinity, I'm women too. I'm not just saying just men, okay, in case there's any people out there that, oh God, he's so sexist. Oh my God, he's singling out the men and not including the women. Okay, I'm a traditional guy. Sorry, okay, you're going to have to live with that. Okay, this culture and in the America, guess what? That's how it was, okay? You had men and women and they each had the roles. But nowadays you can switch roles. Right? You can go get your pee-pee cut and change it into something else, right? Because it's your right to, whatever, that's a completely different topic. But anyway, I just felt like ranting because it is definitely a change, and we could never win any war, and so basically China, if you're ready to attack, go for it, man. You guys will completely destroy us because we don't have what it takes to keep this country great.